think that's the day we all supposed to drink green beer or something like that. If that's true, I think it is. Happy St. Patrick's Day. A couple of quick announcements before we jump into the daily financial news, which of course is a live show. Do this 7 days a week, 52 weeks a year. A couple of quick announcements. First, yesterday I announced that we are going to be adding a seller financing section to my real estate course called How to Get Started One Rental at a Time. Lots of questions came in the last 24 hours, so let me try to do a better job of outlining what you can expect. First, it was proposed to me by a contributor who has been on the show, Ryan Nickel. Ryan Nickel is an experienced investor in Fresno, Central Valley area, and he called me up and said, you know what, I think we can help a lot of people by sharing our joint experience. Ryan has a lot of experience doing what I will call creative financing with owners who may not have the equity or be in a position to get away from their mortgage. So Ryan called up, we talked about it. I have a lot of experience dealing with landlords who have owned the property and now have depreciated it to zero and they want to carry for different reasons. So Ryan and I have complementary experience. We are going to be adding to the course on that. But just like everything in my course, How to Get Started One Rental at a Time, I'm going to attempt to go even deeper. I'm going to use the power of this channel and connections. So I've already reached out to other investors such as Pace Morby. He has been on the channel a couple of times. He has visited my office in Fresno, California called The Hub. No confirmation yet, but I wanted you to know I am reaching out to others to complement, extend, add value to the course. In addition, I am going to be reaching out to Bob Langworthy or other CPAs to talk about the accounting side that may come in this. So again, we aren't just going to be adding a section where, in this case, Ryan and I, in our experience, I'm going to try to complement it with others because you never know whose story, whose vision might make sense to you. So second, there's been talk about what's going on with the price. It is $199 now. It is an extremely good value. People are doing deals every week, as you see in my positive impact score. It will go up. I don't know when. I will only raise it once this is complete and all the contributors who have added. My guess is it could be months away. I'm not trying to add any pressure to anyone. That's not who I am. That's not why I do these things. It's not this week or next week. I'm not telling you it's 2 days away. Buy now. If you can't buy it now, it's okay. Don't worry about it. No hard feelings. Keep watching the channel, read the book, keep doing the work. But it will go up. My guess is it'll go to $299. My guess, today's March, I don't know, maybe May 1st, maybe June 1st. I'll probably make it a first so it's easy enough, and I'll give you plenty of notice. Again, I'm not trying to add pressure to anyone, but it will likely go up. And then second, we already have content and experts being added to the Raising Private Money section. As you know, today's Wednesday, so we have Anna Kelly. She is one of the contributors, and we've been working on it for weeks. So hopefully that gets done. Let's call it the next couple of weeks because she's very busy. But we've been talking about it for more than a month now. So again, we're adding additional content to the private money section. And this all goes to, you can still add yourself to the private investment group in Facebook. It's called One Rental at a Time Works. I call it the happiest place on the internet. I guard that group hard. I want it to be positive, helping, networking, all of that. So again, I'm not trying to add pressure. I was very excited by Ryan reaching out to me over the weekend saying, hey, let's do more. So I just want to let you know, again, I'm not trying to add pressure to anyone. So if you felt that yesterday, I apologize. No rush. It's weeks, if not months away. Have a good time. And then second, I am looking for recommendations. Something Olivia and I have had to do, or we thought about doing, and now will do. Is about every 90 days, she and I want to go on a vacation, right? We want to go somewhere. So I want to know where your favorite vacation spots are around the world, right? These things, this is what I want you to think, because we don't have endless money, but we're doing okay. Think 15K is the cap and 1 week minimum, right? So we're thinking 7 to 10 days in locations. So leave comments below. Where would you go if you had $15,000? That's transportation, lodging, food, experiences, all of that. Let's just say a week. Where would you go? Leave comments below. And if you've gone there, tell me what you thought. Tell me why. I would love to hear about this. Again, my hope, my honest to goodness hope, is every 90 days we go somewhere. So thank you for leaving all of these already. Do me a favor, once this video ends, leave them in the comments below so I can share them with Olivia. She won't be up for hours, so I got to have them saved for later, but thank you very much. So on to the daily financial news of the day. We've got, first, we're going to be watching the 10-year. I think it was Sunday. I said, hey, where do you think this is going? We definitely have an up day. It jumped to 1.67. We're getting closer and closer to that 1.7, 1.75. We shall see if we get there. I think 1.75 is the answer I gave over under, and most of you chose the under. So far, so good. You're looking good. But we shall see. Today's a big day. I mean, it could all, I mean, we could theoretically be 1.75 by 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern, if Jerome Powell freaks the market out. He talks at 2 o'clock, I think. Let's just say Fed chairs have been known to spook the bond market before. So I don't know. Let's see what he has to say. I would not want that job. Talking about a job I wouldn't want. Standing up there saying we have no inflation when you and I know we have inflation. Crazy. Next up, we have one of those high flyers that got caught by the SEC and now are being asked to restate financials. Plug Power is the name. I think that's a hydrogen energy or power company. They are very clear in their restatement is around accruals and depreciation and things of that nature, not on revenue. But it's never a good idea when the SEC is crawling around your financial statements. As an accountant out of college, that is like, that's death. My last project as an accountant, I don't ever think I've shared this story. I did a sales tax audit on documentation for disk drives. Yuck. Oh, that was terrible. That was terrible. All because of, it was just terrible. Oh my God, I hate that. That's when I knew I had to stop being an accountant. Oh, terrible. Next up, we got Amazon being number one in something else. This company is amazing. Remember 20 years ago when they were nothing but a bookstore and we're wondering why? Well, now they're the number one apparel retailer. Do you know who they beat? Any idea? Walmart. Walmart was number one. Now Walmart's number two. Couple of things going on in the mortgage market. I'm going to try to talk about something that's going on with investment loans. I may try to squeeze that topic in between when we finish this and I start with Anna. If not, I'll do it after. But that's something I want to talk about. But on the mortgage market, because the 10-year is going up, we have a 39% drop in refinancing. Makes sense. 4% week on week, 39% year on year. Again, makes sense. As for purchase money mortgages, you might not know this, but purchase money mortgage or purchase loans are actually up 5% year on year and 2% week on week. As I have shared before, what happens when mortgage rate rises? It actually pulls forward demand, at least for the short term. So that's what we are seeing. Is more people are like, oh my God, we missed the bottom. We got to buy now, honey, before we're priced out. Nordstrom's, you know, that high-end retailer, they're rolling the dice, and I think they're going to win. What they're doing now is they are likely going to start running kind of QVC-like shopping shows. Think live fashion shows where you can buy stuff online, like YouTube Live or Facebook Live or whatever live. I don't know why more U.S. retailers don't do this. China, as an example, has been doing this for years. And do you know how much, just mind-boggling, how much, I guess it's clothes, right? Clothes they sold via live shows, QVC-like? 125 billion. 125 billion. Sorry about that. That came out of nowhere. So again, Nordstrom, is looking to increase sales, and I think this is an excellent idea. Again, we're staying home. We're not going to malls. They're very brick and mortar, and yeah, it is going to be interesting. I think it's a great idea. I mean, they're going to have to work out the bugs and all of that. But Nordstrom's is the kind of brand where I think they should do that, right? We got a lot more work from home. They got a lot of fancy, they have great relationships with designers. Just imagine designers coming in with like limited editions and things like that. I mean, they'd sell like hotcakes, I would think. Next up, we got housing starts. Kind of as expected, housing starts were down, but they were down probably certainly more than I expected, and they were down because of weather. Remember, we're essentially Texas and the South were shut down for a couple of weeks because of the freeze. They were actually down though 10.3%. When I read this article about 20 minutes ago, it wasn't in detail yet, so it'll be interesting to see if the fall was focused on the Midwest or was it across the country. So more data to come. May talk about that tomorrow if it's market moving. But housing starts fell 10%. Next up, we've got since we'll go there, Lennar, right? One of the home builders that I talked about over the weekend being market moving. They reported they beat top and bottom and talked about strong demand, even in the face of higher rates and higher lumber costs. They didn't paint a cautious view of the future over the weekend. I was like, are they going to talk about lumber cost? Are they going to talk about rates? They basically looked at their business and said next quarter is good. So that is there. And then next up, we obviously know that higher taxes are coming. It looks like we could expect a proposal in excess of $1 trillion in new taxes. A lot of that will be on corporations. A lot of that will be on the quote unquote wealthy. But the devil is in the detail, as you and I both know. We will see what the proposal is, and then, of course, what Congress agrees to. So lots of stuff coming. And I think I'm going to have time to do it. So I'm going to shut this down, wait about a minute, and then I'm going to do a live stream about the Fannie Mae's changing the rules for investment loans, why they're doing it, what I think is going to happen. Is there some kind of sinister play in the background? Let's see. Have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye.